Elements are substances made up of only one kind of atom. Although atoms are actually very complicated, we can represent them simply by wooden balls. Each element can be represented by a different color. Atoms have a habit of attaching themselves to other atoms. This model shows two hydrogen atoms bound together to form a hydrogen molecule. A molecule is a collection of two or more atoms attached together. We use the formula H2 to represent the molecule. A gaseous substance results when atoms form small molecules. The element hydrogen is a gas. A solid substance results when atoms form large molecules. For example, carbon atoms bond to each other as shown in this model to make a diamond.
Substances called compounds are composed of combinations of the atoms of different elements. For instance, carbon dioxide, the gas we exhale in our breath, is made up of carbon and oxygen. Here, a model drawn by a computer is shown. The carbon and oxygen atoms are attracted to each other. Its formula, CO2, tells us that one molecule of carbon dioxide is made up of one atom of carbon and two atoms of oxygen.
Water is a compound rather than an element, as Aristotle believed. Water is made of the elements hydrogen and oxygen. The formula for it is H2O, which means that one molecule of water is made up of two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen. The smallest possible amount of water is one molecule of water. This model shows many water molecules all bound to each other. It represents a solid, not a liquid. You were correct if you guessed this is ice.
Calcium carbonate, also known as limestone, is shown here on the right. It is composed of three elements: calcium, carbon, and oxygen, which are shown on the left. Notice that compounds bear no resemblance to the elements from which they are made. This model shows how the atoms are arranged to form calcium carbonate.
This is the first 20 elements of the periodic table song. I used this song to help me revise the 20 elements of the periodic table, and so can you. It's easy. Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen and oxygen, fluorine, neon, sodium and magnesium, aluminum, silicon, phosphorus and sulfur, chlorine, argon, potassium and calcium. Now you know your first 20 elements. Let's sing it one more time, and this time you join in. Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen and oxygen, fluorine, neon, sodium and magnesium, aluminum, silicon, phosphorus and sulfur, chlorine, argon, potassium and calcium. Now you know your first 20 elements.